Hey guys, current energies check-ins for the weekend. Anything to report? Yeah, I got scratched all over. That's what I need to report, but that's what happens when you have cats and dogs. To the extent of, yeah, I got, like, they got me everywhere. Not that they wanted to. This, for example, this one right here. I know it looks quite harsh, but it was from Kai kneading on top of me. The way he does it is very different than the other two. He just lays flat on your belly with his belly, and he starts doing this right next to you. But he got my hand when it was kind of laying there to the side by mistake. So, to the point of me getting the clippers and cutting his nails on the... I forgot. I cut one paw and I was left with the other, but I forgot. I think the right one, and he's due for the left today. That's not good. Well, we can always check, you know, where the nails are sharper. That's where he needs it. I think it's the left. We'll see. So yeah, it's, you know, scars of love. But they suck because they're painful. Ah, that's a life lesson right there. Anyways, I don't think we are getting two big bears over there. Bears, I call them. Leonberger, I don't know the breed. The big bears, that's what I call them. And when we moved here, there were three. Then there was one. Two of them unfortunately passed away. They don't live long. Then the one got a little brother who, again, unfortunately passed away quite young. He had a genetic condition. At about 2 years old, he passed on, and now two babies, 6 months old, which are 3 times bigger than Blue already, probably. From what I remember from the little guy. Because they did this, they get him from... Hungary, from a breeder there, and they did this law where around here where I think they need to be 6 months old to ship them in here, and it's like, but anyways, yeah. But they're coming today, so I'm super pumped. Hopefully I'll get to see them today, which I don't want to be that neighbor, hey, are the puppies here, you know, but I think I will be. If not, I'll go tomorrow. I'm excited. I want to see them. I want to see the babies. So, pretty cool. One of them is a girl. The other one, I don't know. I think it's a boy. I'm not sure. And the girl is one-eyed. She's blind for one of the eyes. So yeah, pretty cool. Getting babies. Bears. Baby bears. My bear is sleeping somewhere, I think in the other room. When I started recording, she's like, okay, you're good? I'm good. Okay, I'm gonna go sleep. Okay. Cats are sleeping. Felix is such a love bug, man. He's like non-stop. Can't complain though. Freaking adore that big, gentle giant there. He's freaking adorable. I wish you could see him, but no, there's... But, as you know, over the last couple of years, he's not participating in the camera activity. So he's got his line cut. Now he's all fancy and all. And he's like, yeah, I'm just gonna lay in the sun over there behind the camera. Okay. So I think in terms of news around here, that's it. That's it. Very slowly but surely, definitely on a roll with the basement stuff. I just had to remove a wall situation. One of those, it's not a wallpaper, it's something else. I put something there and I had to remove the whole part of that wall and replace it with something else. So that came down. Now I gotta level the wall order the new stuff in, which I order some samples for now, and then get that done. And then the trims, and then the window trims are in the garage. We just need to paint them and put them on. So slowly but surely, you know, I decided by the end of winter it's gonna be done. And hopefully with that I can create a little space in there, enclosed space somehow, where I can start off the remake of my second channel. It's gonna be completely remade, so you'll see when we get there, because I don't even know what it's gonna be like, but we'll all see when we get there. But yeah, that's it. I think we're good to go. Current energies check-ins for the weekend. I'll be looking into each sign individually by elements: earth signs, fire signs, air signs, and water signs. It'll be quick, to the point, no clarification. Whatever comes out, comes out. No extended for the Friday videos. I'll be looking into where you're at in regards to another energy, where the other energy is at in regards to you, where the connected energies are at, and then I'll be pulling some cards from the universe for each of you. Timestamps will be below in the description box, in the comment section, on the play bar. They will only work properly once the premiere of this video is finished uploading, which that means that if you're here around 9:30 a.m. Central Time, then you're in the premiere of the video. So they will not work properly. Once that's done and the video gets uploaded to YouTube, basically, then the timestamps will work properly. Roles can be reversed. That's it. Good to go. Earth signs, Capricorn. All right, on your side, you get the Judgment card, the Page of Pentacles, the Three of Cups. You're going through something. It's something quite nice. It's a transformative kind of an energy that I'm seeing here. So whatever it is that you're engaged in on a day-to-day basis is definitely helping your growth, basically, your own personal growth. There is something as you go that you're learning about the concept of partnerships. Now, I don't know if this is in regards to one particular partnership or just in general. Like, okay, whatever I'm dealing with helps me understand this about partnerships, you know? I feel like it's a general kind of an idea, you know, but it's great energy for the most part. The energy attached to you, the Queen of Cups, the Seven of Wands, the Strength card. Very, like, this energy seems to be carrying a lot of love. They're very much, how can I say against that? Because that's not what it is. They're having a hard time connecting with what they're truly feeling. I feel like they are ultimately, but it takes a lot out of them to actually tune into that energy, you know, and stick with it for a little bit. Okay. For the connection, the Six of Pentacles, the Moon, the Three of Wands. It feels like things are not quite balanced 100% here within this situation, but it does feel like they'll get there. You know, for right now, for some reason, it could be the fact that you're going through your own kind of growth and transformation. They're going through their own kind of little bit of rejection towards, you know, aligning with what they feel. It keeps things a little bit off balance there. But it does look like things are going to get back on track here when it comes to at least the balancing act between these two energies. It's going to take a minute, though. Let me see what the universe has. The Three of Cups, the Nine of Wands, the Magician. Yeah, there's a little bit of a hard time here. There's a little bit of a hard time. It's not the end of the world. It's not like, you know, oh my god, it's so difficult that I can't deal with this. It doesn't show up like that, but it does feel like it's not flowing nicely here for now. The desire and the manifestation behind all that is for things to fall back into balance. And as I said, as far as I can see in the connection, they will. It just, you know, the situation needs a little more time. But, okay. Cool. All right, moving on to Taurus. This is annoying. I've got this bracelet, which I love the bracelet itself. I got it as a gift. Was it my birthday? I don't know. But it's obsidian and tiger's eye, and I love the thickness of it, the everything. These things hang a little too much, and it's heavy. It's like I gotta shorten those somehow. I'll see. But anyways, let's see. Taurus. I'm gonna shoot it straight up for you because you know me. I'm not gonna go around I'm gonna be Taurus, what the fuck is going on here, you know? And indeed, what the fuck is going on here? On your side, you get the Devil, the Ace of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles. You've got quite the distorted perception right now, at least over the energy of a healthy, based off of love kind of a relationship. You're showing up completely separated from that. Like you're showing up, the energy of love is showing up here, and there you are right here, completely separated. And you would translate this as, oh no, I'm claiming my independence. I'm good. I'm still connected to this. No, you're not. That's my problem with this one. Because if you were here with it, claiming your independence and being like, I got my own shit going on, but I'm connected to this, I would leave you alone. But I'm not going to leave you alone because you're showing up completely separated, and the energy of love has quite the distorted energy over it. So something's up here with this one. Whatever you're connected through, your heart, seemingly at this moment in time, seems to be connected, keeping you connected to that through a distorted lens, over love. So you might interpret things in a little bit of a distorted way here, which is not going to be healthy for you ultimately. That's why I'm bugging you about it. Otherwise, I would just let you be, but this is not a good one. The energy attached to you, the Seven of Swords, the Six of Cups, the Knight of Wands. This energy shows up in no stability whatsoever. There's a soul connection at play here, but the way they're showing up is, hey, let's have fun today. And then they're out, and then that's it. And that's what you could translate as, yeah, we're free to do whatever, and we can, whatever. That's why we're not, like, I don't think it's... this energy is not committed to you, even though you're saying you're committed to it, to the energy of the connection here, which you're not, ultimately, because they're not, to begin with, But you would justify that as, because, I don't know, we have an open relationship. No, there is no relationship. That's where I'm getting at. This energy just comes in for fun and then disappears, and nobody gives a shit when they're going to be back and things like that. That's how they're presenting themselves, And you could justify that as, oh, good, it gives me my own freedom. As long as that devil is there, I'm not going to believe any of this, but okay. For the connection, the Eight of Swords, the Ten of Cups, the Ace of Wands. I feel like you, because it's your reading, I don't know where they're at and what they're doing, but you should determine what you want out of the situation, if there's anything at all. Do you want stability? Are you looking at this from the, premises of stability, or, oh no, it's just fun and I accept it that way and it's fine? Because you could go with that version of it too. but let it be that, you know, believe that when you say that. You need to determine what this is for you, first of all, you know, what you want out of the situation. And then you can figure out how to navigate through it, because right now I feel like there's a complete lack of clarity over what the situation truly represents, and it kind of keeps things all over the place and in a pretty unhealthy drawer there, you know, of your life. There's a lot of confusion over the commitment of this, the stability of this, you know, and that's the one thing you need to do. Establish what it is that you want out of the situation first, and stick to that and be honest about it. You know, no matter how they show up. If they're not showing up, you know, corresponding with that, then you'll know what to do about the situation. From the universe, you get the 10 of Wands, the 9 of Pentacles, the 9 of Cups. Yeah, again, it's not like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? It's the end of the world here. No. I feel like it's one of those situations in which you're good with or without. Then if that's the case, then why complicate things? Because I feel like with, things are pretty heavy. You know, without, you look like you're good. You're fine. Even with that, through all of this, I would recommend really, really getting clarity about what it is that you seek out of the situation. Because like right now, you're just letting it be what it is. And it's kind of playing out in a little bit of an unhealthy way. So I don't think you want to let it be that for long, because it turns into that completely. And then, you know, you dug yourself a little too deep at some point. But that's it. Moving on to Virgo. Cool. On your side, you get the King of Swords, the 6 of Wands, the 3 of Pentacles. You feel really, really good about this certain partnership you're dealing with. Like you've got clarity, you've got direction. Everything feels lined up and good for you here. You know, for you personally in regards to how you feel about it. Okay. Cool. The energy attached to you, the Hermit, the Queen of Swords, the 3 of Cups. Same page. The same exact page as you. Feel the same way as you do about the situation. You know, if you're ever wondering, I wonder how they feel. The same like you do. The exact same. It's like looking into a mirror. All right, for the connection, the 6 of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, the Page of Swords. Yeah, everything looks great here. There's an equal give and take. There's love. There's great energies here. There's not a lot happening at the moment in terms of a lot of movement, a lot of action. It's almost like you're just chilling here in this energy, the both of you. Okay, good. Chill. It's a good energy to chill in. Let's see what the universe has. The Emperor, the 9 of Wands, the 6 of Swords. Somebody's going through a little bit of a hard time here, one of you. But the other wouldn't know because they're not showing it much. But they feel like they're carrying a little bit of a burden on their shoulders. It could be something personal. I feel like it has to do a little bit with a sense of providing or taking care of things. Where I feel like they are taking care of things, is just that they're feeling a little heavy in that department for some reason, you know, and they're keeping it away from the other one in the sense of, I don't want to bother them with that or something like that, you know. But just so you know, if this is whoever you're dealing with, they're feeling a little bit of happiness. So if this is you, then you would feel this, but I feel like it's them more than you, but I don't know. It's not a big deal though. It's just, it's there as an energy of, ugh. All right. Cool. Moving on to fire signs, Aries. It's weird. Chipmunks are back out because it's gotten a little warmer over the past couple of days. It's still going to be a little warmer. And then when it drops below 70, I think, I don't see them around anymore. It's like, I know it's their final stretch before they go into hibernation, but it's kind of weird not seeing them for a very long time and then seeing them again for a couple of days and then not seeing them again. But they know best what they gotta do. I'll adjust my weirdness towards them. On your side, you get the Ace of Cups, the Seven of Wands, the Lovers. Interesting. You're very connected to the energy of love that involves a particular connection, but at the same time, you're almost looking like you're pushing away the connection, or I don't think you're pushing it away. I feel like you're keeping it a little bit at bay, but not pushing it, like not go away. Just, I need my distance. I'm feeling it, but I need to feel it from here, you know, where I don't need this connection in my face or something like that. Or could be as simple as, yeah, you're feeling the feels of this, but there's complete separation here in terms of where this connection is at, like all the way over there, you know. I don't know. For the energy attached to you, the Four of Swords, the Two of Swords, the Emperor. They're kind of trying to figure things out, especially when it comes to you. They're trying to figure something out. The thing is, it's kind of a blend in there in how they're approaching this, trying to figure it out. There's times in which they just settle down and just sit with the emotions that come through and kind of go at it in that way. And there's times where they overcomplicate things. So it's looking like it's going to take them a minute to figure things out here. Maybe that's why the distance. Okay. For the connection, the Four of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, the Hangman. No. There's definitely a separation here of some sort. No matter how it plays out, whether somebody left or, you know, self-imposed, like I'm going to keep myself away from this for a minute. I don't know. But it's at play. And it almost feels like somebody needs this because they're hanging on to it from an energetic perspective. They're like, it's gonna stay like this for a minute. To me, it makes sense because as long as there's a little bit of complication, at least on one side of the fence here, then it might pour onto the other side of the fence and it might complicate things altogether. So from an energetic standpoint, it makes sense that it's like, you know, let's have the separation until things get clear and then you can jump over, you know what I mean? So I feel like it's coming from the both of you, the sense of let's keep this distance here until things are clear on both sides. You know what I mean? Whether it's a conscious decision or not, I feel like from an energetic standpoint, it's coming from the both of you. This separate type of energy that I see here. Let me see what the universe has. The Three of Wands, the Nine of Swords, the Two of Wands. It's stressing though, because it almost feels like you know that there's going to be that time in which these two energies are going to come back together. You just don't know when. So the when part seems to be quite the stressing factor here. So somebody's kind of losing their patience, even though they know that this might be the best thing for now to keep this sense of separation, and it's very healing in some ways. There's also the excitement about, but when is this going to come back together, you know? So that's just added stress, and it's a matter of just trusting that the when is going to be taken care of, not by us, with our mind. You know, we're just going to make it worse. Just trusting that, you know, when it's time. It's going to happen. It's a good reminder, because I feel like you know that for the most part. Sometimes you forget and you fall into the anxiousness of, and then it's like, oh, patience. Okay. You know, okay. Moving on to Leo. On your side, you get the 7 of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, the 5 of Cups. You are trying your best to focus on yourself, you know, self-care, self-love, whatever you can do about yourself to kind of come back in that place of connecting back to yourself there. I feel like you're having a very hard time with that. I feel like your focus is strictly on that, like me, I gotta get myself back or something like that. There's an energy of the past that has to do with the exact same calling towards yourself that's there, and it's in the way. That's why it's very difficult for you to do it at this time. It's almost like you've done this before, where you were trying to take care of yourself, but something was in the way, and you might have ended up doing the opposite of taking care of yourself, you know, something like that. But again, your focus is strictly on this, on yourself, because I see here an energy attached to you. The 5 of Swords, the Ace of Wands, the 9 of Wands. That's really trying to kind of tap your shoulder there, to be like, hey, Leo, what's up? You know, they're also trying their best to stop themselves from doing that. So it's almost like someone wanting to ask for help and they're not doing it, or something like that, you know? Like really, really like, oof, you know? Very deceptive energy, because to them, especially, you don't even know. So to you, it wouldn't be deceptive because you don't even know about this. It's their own struggle with themselves, whoever this is. But it's one of those, it's coming in so strong, that desire to kind of open up towards you, this energy, and then they're pulling it back with everything they got. So that's why it's coming in as, yeah, you have no clue, because you're doing you. You're minding your own business. You got your own crap to deal with. You don't need to deal with other energies crap. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know. Okay. For the connection, the Judgment card, the Hermit, the 2 of Swords. This is a very deeply transformative kind of an energy. You're stuck in it, though. You're a little stuck in it. So you're undergoing this quite deep transformative energy. At this moment in time, you're stuck in it. I'm not surprised with the energies that I see here. But yeah, you're kind of, you know, and you're probably in that place of, how do I get myself unstuck? And the more you kind of focus on that, the more stuck you get. Ironically, but that's usually how it goes. And again, pointer and reminder, the energy that's very strongly on your side is that of taking care of yourself. The how, you're stuck in the how. It's you know, however, just do it. Probably even different than you did it in the past, because that's where the problem is. Let me see what the universe has. The 5 of Pentacles, the 5 of Wands, the 8 of Wands. You're focusing on something completely different, which is, that's why you're stuck. There's something outside of yourself that you're working on continuously, and you're kind of looking for ways to grow that too. And this is about your growth inside. The minute that happens, the outside is going to grow regardless. It's going to happen, you know, because what's inside of you grows what's outside of you. So I feel like your focus is strictly on what's outside of you when the struggle is internally here. There's a little bit of disconnection there. You know, you're trying to fix something outside of yourself when something inside of you is not necessarily, it's not that it's broken, or you're just stuck, you know? So, suggestion, very little things, very different than you did in the past towards this energy of self-care. You know, if in the past you, oh, okay, I'm going to go join a gym. Now, oh, okay, go. What are you going to do? Do something new. Go, if you've never paddleboarded before, go try that. I don't like it. How do you know if you've never tried it? You know, things like that, little things. So, yeah. I've never tried it. I don't know if I probably wouldn't like it if the water's cold. If I do it in a warm pool, then fuck yeah, I would try it. But anyways, you know. Moving on to Sagittarius. Stuck. Hold on. The cards got stuck. And bendy. What? Come on, Leo was stuck, not Sagittarius. What are we doing here? Oh, the cards get stuck here. Just don't want to give you a third one, don't you? Okay, I'm gonna force it out of you. The leaves aren't coming down. It's the weather definitely shifted quite a lot. Half of the leaves would have been down by now. Like they changed colors and not yet completely. Even though the red tree is down. Kind of taking their sweet time. This autumn, the leaves, the trees. On your side, you get the 5 of Wands, the High Priestess, the Moon. You're sticking to your guns here. You might be involved in some sort of a direct conflict with someone. It's almost like an argument you have with me because you know of something to be true. And I'm going to tell you, well, it's not that I don't believe you, but I believe that my version is true. You know, so you're coming in with no, and you're not giving up the fight by the looks of it. Because there's this, well, I know I'm right, kind of a energy to it all. But it's just maintaining this conflict. Like, there's a possibility here that you are right and the other side you're dealing with is right as well. You know, just in a different way. So why keep this conflict alive? You're very, very passionate about it. No, I'll show them I'm right, or something like that, you know. Which is quite the conflicting energy here, quite the... You're almost like looking to fight to prove a point or something, you know what I mean? The energy attached to you, the Page of Swords, the 8 of Swords, the 8 of Cups. This is one of those readings of choose your battles. This energy is showing up, but there's no emotional involvement here. It's almost like whatever happens, I don't give a shit anyway. On this side. And you're very fired up and very passionate about it, very involved in it. They're not. So, for the connection, the Star, the 2 of Swords, the 5 of Cups. Yeah, I feel like you're kind of trying to figure things out. It could be something that is just not working out, whichever way you put it, whichever way you try, is just something that, and it's not gonna, because the energies are showing up as one involved, the other one not. So it's like, what are you fighting for then? The other energy, even though physically they might still be here somewhat, energetically they're nowhere to be found here. You know, so it's like, choose your battles here. What are you fighting for, ultimately? Because all of everything that's going on and you fighting for something that's not even there, it's creating a lot of stress and damage to you, personally. So I don't think you want that. I feel like there's a very blurry kind of an aspect between you and what it is that you truly want and truly need from this, you know? And it's caused by you fighting for something that's not even there. So I'm not sure what the situation is. I just see it not connected to this enough. Yeah. From the universe, you get the 10 of Swords, the 9 of Pentacles, the 2 of Swords. Yeah. I feel like you're having a hard time accepting that this energy is just not here anymore. And that's what's kind of building this very, no, I gotta do something to keep this energy here. Whatever you do is not gonna work, because this energy is already out. They're out the door. You're fighting within this room here, where you think this energy is at, because they're here physically. But they left behind the door a while ago, from an energetic standpoint. So even though they're here physically, it's like they're not even here. So you're fighting in a room with nobody there but yourself. You know what I mean? Which is just going to build up these very stressful energies that at the end of the day, they're not going to serve you. You know? So. Alright. Moving on to air signs, Libra. On your side, you get the 10 of Wands, the 7 of Cups, the Ace of Swords. You're opening yourself up to choices, options, possibilities here. There's a bunch of them showing up as energies. And on one hand, you're very eager about that. You're very excited about it. Like, oh, I can't wait to kind of see what I choose and where I go based on that and all of that. Sneeze. On another hand, it's quite difficult because I feel like it's almost looking like you're moving away from something, but you're not really. In terms of, oh yeah, I'm moving on and I have these options, you know, to deal with that. But it's not that. Because I'm looking at the energy attached to you, the Ace of Cups, the Temperance card, the Chariot. How do I put this? You're not waiting for this energy to kind of show up or anything. It does come through as moving on, though, on your side. But this energy is still here, and it's going to be here for who knows how long, because it's one of those that, you know, it's going to start rolling and it's going to start happening when this is ready to happen. So it's one of those of accepting that, oh, okay, so there's still this energy kind of playing out here, but not really playing out in the physical. So I got to carry on, and I got to, you know, live my life with my experiences and all of that. So that's the part where it almost looks like you're moving on from something, but you're not really, because you're not closing this off. This is not closing off. It's kind of sitting to the side. You know, so in one way, the way in which you would take this is moving on. That's the hard way. in the way of exciting that there's new experiences that you're heading towards. That's another way, you know. So okay, so I have no idea what the fuck this energy is. I kind of see it in standby. It's there, it's open, you know, as an energy, but I don't see much movement. I kind of see a sense of it'll happen when it'll happen, kind of a deal with it. Okay, so not abandoning this, not moving away from this, but keeping it in standby, whatever this is. Okay, for the connection, the Devil, the Six of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles. Something you're working on currently that, well, you're coming in with the sense of, man, this feels so good to me. What is that? It's not good. It feels good to you, but it's not the best energy. It's not the healthiest energy. So I don't know what it is, but I see you working on it currently. You know, something about it feels unhealthy. It doesn't feel right. I don't feel like it's connected to this energy that's showing up here. I feel like it's just connected to part of this process of you kind of making choices for yourself and things like that. Okay, let me see what the universe has. The Six of Cups, the Temperance card, the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, things will come back around when it comes to the situation. It does involve a soul connection. It's almost like maybe you focused a lot on whatever this is for a very long time. And now it's like, you know what? I'll just kind of leave it up in the air until some sort of energy is starting to move in there, because there's nothing more I can do about it. So it's one of those on hold kinds of energies here. Kinds of situations, and whatever it is that you're kind of looking away from it to do, that's where I see something that may look or feel like it's a good idea. I would double check on those things that look like that or feel like that. It has nothing to do with this connection. This looks good, let me go check it out. There's a devil energy in there, so something is unhealthy about it, even though you're saying, oh no, I feel really good about it. Okay, I would double check still, especially in those that make you feel really good about them. All right, interesting. That is it. Moving on to Aquarius. On your side, you get the King of Pentacles, the Magician, the Two of Pentacles. You seem to be at a crossroad here. This could have to do with either a project or a job. There's a teamwork kind of an energy attached to the situation where I kind of see that someone's leaving, potentially. And then you're like, okay, what do I do now? You know, what's next? That's where I see you with this. Like there's this ongoing energy towards something that almost places you in charge. I'm not sure if you are or not, but you're definitely working there, you know, and then you stop and you're like, uh-oh, Houston, we got a problem, you know, because the energy attached to you, you get the Seven of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles. Somebody's moving on here. There's again, this concept of partnership. It's like moving on from here to another place, to a different place, to a different partnership, potentially, I don't know. But someone is definitely kind of leaving the team or something. And it leaves you in this place of, okay, all right, we'll take care of this, but like, how? You know, so you're in this place of trying to figure it out for now. The connection, the Queen of Swords, the Strength card, the Five of Pentacles. I like this because you're not taking this as, uh-oh, problem, major problem, fuck, we're screwed, you know. You could, but it's not going to last long if you're going that route, because I kind of see you kind of picking yourself up quite fast and being like, okay, we got to find solutions here, chop chop. We got to take care of this. You know, it's hard, but that's how you're showing up. Like, all right, let's not let this deter us. Let's keep moving and we'll figure out a way. You know, you are showing up as, you took a blow here for sure. You're kind of like, you know, but there's this ongoing energy, and then it feels like it stops for a split second to kind of acknowledge what's going on, and then you move on, and then you're like, okay, let's figure out a way to take care of this. All right, from the universe, you get the Six of Swords, the Knight of Cups, the Four of Wands. Yeah. Yeah, somebody backed out, you know, human off board for sure here. Somebody removed themselves out of something that they were part of here. It's not, I mean, from a visual perspective, it kind of looks like, oh, okay, this happened and that happened and that happened. Okay, we'll fix it like this. Fine. There's emotional involvement there too, so it's not as easy as it looks, you know. But as far as the energies go, there seems to be no major disruption to the bigger picture. You know, there's the stopping, the acknowledging, the shit, this is not great, and then the let's proceed, you know. Okay. Moving on to Gemini. All right, on your side, you get the Three of Wands, the Ace of Swords, the Four of Pentacles. You almost look delayed here. You're like, there's something I got to do, but you're not doing it now for some reason. But you're still kind of hanging on to the idea of, oh, I'll do it. I'll do it. As, you know, like I don't think you're holding yourself back or anything. I think something happened that created a little bit of delay in terms of you delivering whatever this is as an action, as a, I don't know what it is, but it's like, it's something you got to do, and you're doing it, just not now. The energy attached to you, the Ace of Cups, the Sun, the Six of Wands. This is a beautiful energy. This is energy of love and happiness. It's freaking amazing. And whoever this is, I don't know, I have no idea of the connection here, but it's here, attached to you, this energy of a lot of love, a lot of happiness. You know, cool. For the connection, the Seven of Cups, the Nine of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles. There's some changes potentially that have to be made. Maybe that's the action that you're trying to take. There's some changes you're implementing, and it whatever it is that these changes apply to, it kind of has to do with either around home, your home, or around your job. It looks to be a little bit of a stressful process, but it's kind of like a given, especially when you're showing up as, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I know exactly what I gotta, you know, so, okay, yeah, it's just not now. I don't know what's holding you back there, but something is, for now. But these changes are coming. From the universe, you get the 7 of Cups, the 9 of Cups, the Strength card. Yeah, it's basically growing, figuring out what it is that you need for yourself, you know, as you move along here with, again, either a housing situation or job. And it takes a lot to implement these changes, but you are, because you got it, because it feels right to you. So that's where you're at with this. Yeah, some changes are coming. It's not looking like, oh my God, changes, what changes? You know, no, not those types of changes, because you create these changes, so they're coming from you. So you know what type of changes, something that fits you, you know? So, okay. Not bad. Let's see where we're going. We're going to water signs. Pisces. Okay, on your side you get the Queen of Cups, the 2 of Cups, the 9 of Wands. I feel like you're trying to figure something out. You're trying to think about it. You're in that place of, I'm thinking about it. I'm not. There's an energy of coming together with another energy, which seems amazing from how you're gonna feel it and how you're gonna, kind of how you're viewing it. You're not there with it yet though, and you're recognizing that, almost like, I'm not ready, I'm not, you know, I need some more time or something to think about it. Like, I see you from an energetic perspective really wanting this because it feels good in how you perceive it, but you're not there with it. You're not open to it yet 100%, you know. The energy attached to you, the Star, the 8 of Pentacles, the High Priestess, in contrast with this energy, which looks like that's all they want, you know? That you're still thinking about, coming together there, working towards something with you here. For the connection, the 10 of Cups, the 2 of Swords, the Temperance card. Yeah, you may need some more time. You may need some more time here, because you're still kind of looking at this from the direction of your mind, which your mind right now is kind of trying to find all of the reasons why not to open up to this, because that's what the mind does when it's ran by fear. It's going to be like, oh, okay, so that's why we shouldn't do this and that and the other. So you're trying to gain clarity here. You're not very clear about something, about opening up to this. Does involve a partnership of some sort. It feels like, from an energetic standpoint, it feels good any way you look at it from. From a mind's perspective, it's like, yeah, but, you know, because that's what the mind does. And I feel like you would need to gain clarity, but by potentially getting out of that place a little. Just aligning more with how it feels too, with the energies at play, rather than just with your mind. From the universe, you get the 7 of Swords, the 9 of Pentacles, the Temperance card. You've been on the fence here for a minute. You're still not, I don't know. And I don't know what this is. Is it someone that wants to work with you or something, and you're like, I'm thinking about it? I don't know. Is it more than that? Is it less than that? I don't know. I just see 2 energies that are kind of looking at the energy of coming together, and one of them is fully open, the other one is on the fence about it. Not sure. In all honesty, from an energetic standpoint, even, I can kind of see where the energy that's on the fence is, truly. I'm not going to give it to you, though, because you need to come to that conclusion yourself. And first, you need to get out of your mind a little bit. You know? So I'm not going to tell you. I know. You'll be like, you have to tell me. No, I don't have to. And also, you got to figure it out. I'm not going to give you the answers. I think it's the first time I actually see the answer, and then I'm like, yeah, you figure it out. It's more self-empowering, you know, when you find it yourself, instead of me being like, oh, okay, I see it here. Exactly what it is. Yeah, no, not today. Moving on to Scorpio. There's an edge to you here. So the only thing that might make things a little better here is addressing that edginess. On your side, you get the 5 of Wands, the 8 of Wands, the Empress. Yeah, there's a little bit of saying something, especially maybe throwing in some words that, I don't know, there's a little bit of pushiness, there's a little bit of an edge, there's a little bit of almost like you're looking for a fight, which I feel like you're not. That's not the reason why you're opening up these energies like that. But something is up where it shows up like that. It's coming in contradiction with your intention here, with whatever's at play here. So I feel like, hold on their side, they got the 6 of Swords, the Knight of Cups, the Temperance card. They might be pulling away, they might be going away somewhere, and you might not agree with it, you might not like that. And based on you not liking that, there's the edge. There's a, oh yeah, you know, and you might say something or do something that, you know, just 2 minutes in, you'll regret. You'll be like, what the fuck? Shouldn't have said that. Shouldn't have done that. You know, so just watch that. Especially if, because I don't know what this energy is doing. I feel like there is a little bit of distance involved. Maybe, again, maybe they're going on a vacation. Maybe they're going on a meeting. You may not like, maybe, who the hell knows? You know? But I feel like your edge has to do with this. And instead of looking at this as, you know, okay, well, we're doing it. Should I react to it or should I just accept it? Because if you react to it, the edge is coming to the surface. If you just accept it, you might deal with different energies here. For the connection, the 8 of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups. I mean, for the connection, it looks like things are going in a good place, you know, for everybody involved. Things are building up towards something good for everybody involved. Whatever the hell that means. Okay. Let me see what the universe has. The 6 of Pentacles, the 6 of Swords, the Hangman. Yeah, well, the universe spoke a little better than I did earlier. If you feel this edginess, if you feel that you need to react to something here, the universe kind of like, no, just sit with it. Don't respond, don't do anything, just sit with it. If you don't like what's going on here on this side, either they're saying something or doing something and you're like, buy it, just sit with that. You don't have to say anything, you don't have to do anything. Just let that emotion flow and take it from there after you've sat with it, instead of responding to it right away. Yeah, this is a reaction for sure. Especially because the universe is coming in and saying, Scorpio, chill. Sit with it. Okay. Moving on to Cancer. On your side, you get the 8 of Wands, the Temperance card, the 10 of Cups. There's a lot of waiting for you water signs this weekend. There's a lot of the element of time in your readings. It's almost looking like you came up with a preposition for something, or you put an energy out there towards another energy, and now you're kind of waiting to see the response or something like that. Even though you kind of know what the response is, but there's this waiting time in between you putting this energy out and then receiving back the response to that. There's this gap of time. Okay. The energy attached to you, the Empress, the 4 of Cups, the King of Wands. Well, this is a little bit of a temper tantrum. This is, yeah, I'm upset with you or something. It's kind of ridiculous. The way it's shown up, it's... Oh. I saw something on the trim of the door, and I'm like, is that a bug? But no, it was actually the sunlight right there on the little big... Okay, it's not a bug. It's almost looking like a marriage proposal or something, where it's like someone's opening up and they're like, oh, you know, and then this other energy that's receiving it is like, oh, you could have done it so much, you know, like, where's the white horse at? Or like, it's kind of a ridiculous kind of a, you know, should have been like this instead of like, I don't know. It's keeping things on hold. Nothing's really happening. Which, of course, it doesn't have to be a marriage proposal, but it's like that. It's like you're showing up from an honest place, from what you are, who you are, and this energy is like, well, you could be that instead of that. Well, that's shallow, you know? But, I don't know. They seem upset that... Anyways, for the connection, the 2 of Wands, the 4 of Wands, the Hangman. Yeah, it's just keeping things on hold. Nothing's really happening. I don't know, because I'm not clarifying, but from just this, I would say if you're showing up from your energy of who you truly are, and this energy is like, you should be this, not this, you kind of have your answer to whatever this is. You know, things shouldn't even be in standby here. Standby for what? But, hello, I was debating whether or not I should wake you up, because we're finishing up, and it's tradition that you show up. And I'm like, should I wake him up? Should I not? The Emperor, the King of Wands, the Hierophant from the universe. You're in different movies here. Whoever this energy is that's attached to you, there's a mismatch there somewhere. You're attaching yourself to somebody here that sees things or feels things at a very different frequency here. They got very different expectations based on what they think you are. And it's like, you're not that, what they think you are, or what they expect you to be. And it just creates this complete mismatch to things. Ooh. Really? The last one? Where I'm like, I want to clarify. I'm not gonna. I'm just seeing two very different frequencies here. In terms of you're showing up from the truest, purest way possible. And they're like, well, you should be that, not that, because that's what I want you to be. Or that's what I think you are. And it's like, well, they're not that. So for now, things are on hold. Complete mismatch of energies, frequencies here. Okay, I feel like at some point it's going to clarify itself, the situation. For right now, it's kind of up in the air. So, and that's it. Blue, what's going on? I heard you want to say hi. Do you? That is it for everyone. Come here. Come here, lazy boy. Come on. No, no paw. No. Come here. No, no. Come here. Give me the paw, but give it here. Come on. Up you go. Up, up, up. Up, up, up. Come on, lazy boy. Come on, boy. Oh my goodness. Why are you so stiff? What? Why do you not want to work with mama here? Only when you want it, how you want it, not how I want it. Control. Yeah. I don't think he's gonna get up here. I don't think he wants to come up here because he doesn't like it being up here because he thinks he's gonna fall. Is he falling asleep? I think he is. Yeah. Bloopty bloop. He's wagging his tail. He's wagging his tail. I love it when they do that. They put their nose like there, like that. And the cats do that too at the vet. They're like, maybe that's why the vet asked me if Felix is a happy cat because he was hiding his head. I'm like, well, I believe so, but he's not happy right now. You know, he doesn't like you much, probably. That was an odd question. Is he a happy cat? I didn't ask him, but I believe he is. Not very happy when they're at the vet, though. Right? Right? Which is where we gotta go, because you got some vaccines to do. But you're okay at the vet. You're not a cat. Really? Bloop-de-bloop. Bloop-de-bloop. I don't want to wake him up too much because I gotta continue work. I think this was good enough. For those of you that want to see his face. But that's what I got for you. Hope this helped and love you guys. And I'll see you next time. Bye.